Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to this channel. I'm here to show you today a new incitement of mathematics. And I'd like to thank those who are watching the channel, who are engaged in the channel, and who are focused in the channel. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all that you do. Okay. And today we're gonna have an interesting treat today in mathematics. And today we're gonna talk about proportion strip diagrams. Basically, it's just showing you another way of doing proportions. Now, how many of you, when you do proportions, you don't even understand what's going on? How many, when you see proportions, when you do them, you sometimes get lost and say, which one comes first, or is there another way of doing it? Have no fear. There is another way. And I'm going to show you right now. And I'm going to show you through this proportion strip diagram how to do it in a simpler way so that you can learn it and do it in the way that you learn the best. Okay? Here I'm going to keep it real and I'm going to keep it simple. Okay? All right, let's begin. Okay? Now, I have two numbers here that I'm going to use, but we're going to make it real. So, say these are 3 oranges. You go to the store, you go to the grocery store or supermarket or bodega, and you buy 3 oranges. You have a list, and your parents ask you, or your family members ask you, oh, I want you to make here's a list. Give me 3 oranges, but 4 mangoes. Okay, 3 oranges and 4 mangoes. So in total, how many fruits do we have? In total, we're gonna have 7. Okay. All the fruits that we have in total is 7. Now, how many of each is? That's the proportion that we're looking at. Before we continue, what is a ratio? This is a ratio here. A ratio is a comparison between 2 quantities in a particular order. So, what does that mean? It's just a comparison between 2 things that you actually buy, 2 things that you want to put side to side and compare to. Okay. So in this case, we're comparing oranges to mangoes. They have 7 fruits in total, but let's compare them. How many of each do we have? So we have 3 oranges, 7 mangoes. Okay. Usually, you put the smaller ratio in the front and the left side, and the bigger one at the right, to make it simpler, because we like to read from left to right. Well, those that read in English, okay, we like to keep it that way, simple, right? Numerically speaking. Now, let me show you a diagram that can help you do it better. So, since we have 3 oranges, right? To represent the 3, and we have 4 mangoes, one way I like to show it that's simpler is I make a ratio proportion strip here, and I divide them to 3 pieces, because it's 3 here, and I put 1 of each, because one represents for each, so in total it will be 3. Now if I have 4, I'll make 4 strips. I'll make 1 strip and divide it into 4 pieces, and I put 1 of each inside, which will represent 4. That's a good way to visualize how the proportions work. Okay. Now I'm going to show you another different kind of proportion ratio, and another way of doing that as well. So we have 12. Say we have 12 PS4s to 36 Xbox 360s. Okay. Okay. So to make a strip for this, would I make ones in each box? You could, but it'd be very long. Oh yeah. But for our purposes today, let's make it simpler. Okay. So for the 12th one, what I would do is I find a number that they have in common. So a number that they have in common, you have 2, try to find the greatest common factor. So what I'll find is 2 is not the highest, but they do go in. 3 goes in well, but there's still more options. 4 could go in, and then I have 6, but then I also have 12. So 12 is the highest one I can use. So what I would do here, the highest I can use. So what I can use is 6. I can use 6 better. I'll use 6 instead, so that I can show you the strips for both 12 and 36. So for 6, I just have to divide that by 2 and put 6 for each. So it could be 12. Okay? And then for the 36, I just have to split this into 6 different strips. And then I put 6 in each, which will equivalent 36. Okay? And that's your ratio proportion strips diagram. Okay? So this is another way of doing it. This is just another option. Remember, I'm just offering you another option to do the math. Alright, some of you are more visual, so by doing this procedure, it helps you do it way better. Okay? Also, remember, math takes time and patience. To be the best, you must train like the best. Okay? And you have to keep on working on it as well. Alright? Also remember that don't worry if right now you're not getting it. It's important that you struggle, because many times we forget that the struggle, the trials, the errors are part of the process in learning mathematics. Alright, so when you make a mistake on a paper, don't just erase them. Keep them there so you can learn from it for next time. Okay, that's math tip number 1. Continue going forward. Remember, I'm just here to keep math simple and keep it real. Okay, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.